Hello, investors and traders, and also for all of you who want to do a little bit of investing and trading to help support your financial needs, whatever they may be. So today we're going to kick off. It's Brian here with the Casual Trader, and I just want to show you the front page, our little clock here. That was kind of cute. Turning like that, and boom, the clock keeps turning all day long, 24 hours a day. That clock never stops moving. What this program is about is how to successfully trade and invest even with the smallest amounts of time. And we're even thinking around 15 to 20 minutes per week. It is possible. You don't have to sit at your computer 8 hours a day, 12 hours a day, looking at the charts every minute, trying to make those decisions. No. You can do this in a much more simple fashion. And that's what we're here to help you with. So we always have a risk disclosure statement. Please do have a read on that if you're unsure about the risks of trading. But again, you can always find this at candlecharts.com/disclosure. It discusses the risks of trading stocks and securities, and any type of security for that matter. So where does the time go? And this is the big question. People always say, well, I'm too busy. Well, I'm busy. You know what? And the funny thing is, we're all busy, and we all have the same amount of time in our clock. So where your attention goes, that's where your energy will flow. Since we're all busy, we all need more time for probably just about everything. Sleep, a lot of us feel sleep deprived. What about eating? Yeah, we'd always like to eat, and we've got to do that every day. Fitness. We probably need more fitness than we get, most of us. And I hope some of you are out there getting some. I try to do mine every day. Work, classes, group meetings, social clubs, which is a little bit more social as well. Can be fun. Driving and transportation. How much time do we actually spend driving? I mean, that's a lot. TVs, movies, and other socializing. So again, time can really eat into the amount of time that we have every day to use, which is 24 hours. But what we're looking at here is a new program to show you how, with just a little bit of time, you can help generate more money for your financial needs, whether it be for your retirement, your pension. We're going to talk about that in a second here. But what I wanted to show you to start off with, this is a weekly chart. This is simply about buying, holding, and then selling your stock, your long-term option, whatever it might be. And in this case, we've got a stock here, and it's JP Morgan. And weekly chart, we kept bouncing around this nice support area down here. That's why I've got the blue line in here. And we have a hammer. We have bullish engulfing patterns, another bullish engulfing pattern. Had you taken this trade in and around this area down here, waited about 12 to 13 months, we would have found a very nice exit point up here. And over that 12 to 13 months, that's a 57% gain. Isn't that fantastic? And that's without doing very much. Basically buying and holding. Keep your eye on it every week. See what's going on. Again, these are weekly candles, which we're going to help you understand, what a daily candle is, what an intraday weekly candle is. And again, but if you're looking at a weekly chart, you only need to look at this once a week. Isn't that fantastic? I've probably saved a lot of people a lot of stress and time already. Now you can get back to your socializing and your fun parts of the day. And another chart. For those of you who maybe have a little bit more time, and again, this is going to be a day. Oh, this is still a weekly chart. It was a second weekly chart, but a different time period. And again, we had a very strong bullish engulfing candle pattern here, also a bull sash, so it's a combination. And sure enough, within about a 6-month period, a 30% gain. So if you annualize that, that's still about 60%. We're doing not bad, aren't we? And again, these were very simple and strong potential reversal patterns that did pay out. And they just kept going and going and going. And there's a few factors to look at and consider, not many. We kept this program very simple, and we want to help you with the absolute most simple, basic parts of trading for those of us who like to enjoy life, and we're out there enjoying life. So it comes down to your question, the big question of, well, what are your financial needs? We've got people who have medical needs. Okay, we can start to help show you how to develop your own portfolio that will help pay for your medical needs. Or maybe you're just concerned about your future medical needs. Well, fine. This program will help you develop potential profits that will pay for whatever you might need in the future. And then we have celebration and social needs. Whatever you might be celebrating, hey, we all need money for that as well, for the gifts, for the actual party itself. What about those who need to fix up their home, their property, maybe their apartment buildings? Who knows what you own? But again, to fix things costs money. Maybe you just need to fix your car. That's why we've got the wrench on there. And then we've got the big diaper pins. Well, maybe it's not about a baby, but again, you're celebrating family. And again, whatever that might mean. Does that mean taking a big trip together with your whole family? Or is it that you've got maybe grandchildren on the way or your own children? Who knows? But more money is always going to be appreciated, needed, and probably used as well. And then we've got sporting down here. Sports and activities, exercises, whether you're just watching the football match or maybe you're actually participating in the surfing. I always call Sil my surfer guy. But again, you need money to help pay for these activities and the different trips. Maybe you're in the US, in California, and you want to go to Australia to try out the waves there. Hey, that's going to cost you a flight. You're going to need more money. And then, of course, we come down to the old faithful here, eating. And again, you know what? There's food, different foods all around the world. Why not travel around and try different things? So I did a little bit of research for you guys, checking out average market returns. And I'm always surprised when I see the average market returns. And I do this every once in a while, just to basically be nosy. This was for the full year of 2017. The Dow Jones Index, which was, it was a stunner every year, but it rose only by 25% for the 12-month period. Wow. The S&P index rose less than 22%. That was for the full year. There is almost over 500 stocks between those two indices, and those are the big stocks that you'll know and love, like IBM and all these good stocks, and they really have only done underperforming compared to JPM. The average U.S. diversified stock mutual funds averaged only 18.25%. We're going down here on the list. Now, had you been in India and had you picked the absolute top Indian mutual fund within the Indian market, it rose a stunning 78%. Could you have picked and selected that one mutual fund? I don't know. When I looked at the top 5 mutual funds, we were already dipping down around 50% and less. So again, this was the absolute upper echelon of stocks. And then we had the best performing UK fund, and this is in 2017, 32.2% return. Now, these are all statistics provided by Investors Business Daily, Economic Times, Interactive Investor Services, and this is what they have delivered to the market to tell us what these markets are doing, and mutual funds and indices. And I was just a little bit surprised that they were doing a lot less than what I expected. The top Indian mutual fund, yes, that was fantastic. That wasn't the average. That was maybe a one-off, and it was absolutely the best fund. So let's just take a look at, it's never too late to start investing, no matter how old you are and no matter how much money you have. If you can spare a little bit of money, let's take a look at the compounding interest. It is very, very powerful. Some of you are saying, yeah, I know that. If you're not practicing it, then how well do you really know it? So looking at, and I put 130% here. So therefore, that is a 30% gain on your initial investment. So no matter whether it's 5,000 pounds, rupiah, rubles, whatever currency you might have, Australian dollars, pounds sterling, that's fine. And we looked at a 10-year period. 10 years of compounding at only 30%. And don't forget, our JPM Morgan, for example, did 30% in 6 months. Boom, and you go from 5,000. Again, if you compounded the entire portfolio, almost up to $70,000 within 10 years. That's significantly different if you could live without touching it. $25,000 up to $344,000. If you were able to accumulate $100,000, pounds, whatever your currency is, 10 years later at only 30% per year, you're well over $1 million, almost up to $1.5 million, or $1.5 million, whatever your currency is. Isn't that fantastic? And wouldn't that make a huge difference on your life? Can you imagine if you had actually 20 years? You know, that would again just magnify the compounding that much more. And again, this was so far, the examples so far have been picking a stock either once a year and just monitoring it every once a week. Just a little bit of time. That was it. Not too much work, not too much effort, and no fuss. Strong signals, and that was the other thing, to find the obvious but very strong signals. We had another option here, and again, this comes actually, Syl Desaulnay, he presented this to us in his morning trade setup, and he was talking about this large rising window. The stock shot up, and then it pulled back, and we had a strong bull sash. And again, if you had, for example, the Nissan candle scanner, you would have seen on the market analyzer on this day a bull sash. Now, it's not showing anything today because time has moved on. But again, boom, there was one good trade there, and that was a healthy, that was in and around 20% gain. Stock pulled back, right back to our support line. Boom, another good entry, potential entry signal. We came up, and again, another 20% gain. This is within a couple of weeks to a month. That's 2 trades already. And then we had another good potential entry right here. Maybe not so grandiose, but again, that was about another 10% gain on that stock. You could take advantage of this. This was not difficult. This was looking at daily charts, but all you had to do was wait for the potential signal from the market analyzer, and it would indicate a good potential entry. You just have to make the judgment and pull the trigger, as we say, and take the trade. Disney. And again, wanted to take a look at some more daily charts. This is the latest that I was showing on here, and the market analyzer came up with a shooting star and a doji. So again, the doji, you'll learn about that in the express class. Doji, very, very small real-bodied candle, but the shooting star has all of this upper shadow here. Let's look across to the left-hand side, and you say, ooh, well, the upper part of this shadow is very, very close to the chart high here. A good potential reversal signal indicating that potentially Disney might be dropping. Where is it going to come down to? Well, we're going to help show you with the education some good potential target areas. But again, initially might be looking down around this nice support area here. Yes, I will consider where the 50-period moving average is and where we had a little bit of a pivot right here. But again, a good movement on this stock. This is looking at it once a day. Simply Disney. Once you enter the stock, look at it once a day. You don't have to look at all the other stocks if you're invested in Disney. Just look at this one particular. This is all about finding, and the market analyzer and Nissan candle scanner. The market analyzer is part of the Nissan candle scanner. It's, put your favorite stocks in here. Take a look at it, whether it be daily, whether it be weekly. In this case, another weekly potential opportunity here. We've got a bear sash on UNH, which is United Healthcare. And again, the stock has come up. We had a large bearish engulfing here. We found some support. Yes, we shot up a little bit higher. Now we have a bear sash again. Well, what do we think? Do we think it's going to come down to the 50 period, down to this area here, a good support? Maybe even down to the next support? Or is this the major turning point where it starts to come down, down, down? And again, I'm going to tell you something else. We can also see some potential, well, actually, this is bearish divergence at this point in time. So again, another potential Western indicator indicating potentially that this stock UNH is ready for maybe a little break. And it needs to come down to alleviate the pressure off the market. And as I say, this is a weekly chart. If I was to go short on this stock, or maybe to buy some puts, and we're going to show you about that in another video, which you can get through our education, again, you don't have to look at it once a week. You can take advantage of time, leverage time, use it to your advantage. So we've got our Express class, and this is what we wanted to talk about here. Get up to speed with our 3.5-hour video. It's the Express class, tells you the necessary basic information about candle patterns and other information related to the shape, the size of the candle patterns. Then we have, it is instructional and fun. Tells you about the candle construction. Then you can interpret the candles a little bit more if you wish, if you don't want to just use the NCS, the Nissen Candle Scanner. Potential reversal patterns to keep an eye out for. And then, of course, we have a quiz to help you understand and appreciate. And this is just to further your education to make sure that you've understood the information built within this 3.5-hour video. Once you've got through it, maybe you want to review it once or twice. Maybe you feel you've got the knowledge. Great. Let's move on to MyCandle Charts. And again, if you want to learn more about Express class, look down below. We're going to have links down below this little video, which we're going to show you and tell you more about what's in the Express class. Now, for MyCandle Charts, it's a trading community. If you have time for this, you can come in, you can come out. These are all recorded sessions where we share information with our following. We have ongoing interactive sessions. People ask questions, we answer them. Daily market recaps. Also once a week, of course, on Friday, we do a weekly market recap. Then we have our strategy sessions twice a week where we go through your choice of stocks and we say, this is what we see. These are the signals that we're looking at to help understand and deconstruct what's going on within the market. Once a week, we talk about options outlook. So again, if you want to trade options, we help you to not only understand options, which ones to maybe use, but also some potential setups that are appearing within the market. Morning trade setups. So again, 5 days a week, we give you some a potential stock that is looking for a setup for a potential trade. Maybe a long-term trade, maybe a short-term trade. But again, you don't have to sit and watch it every hour or every minute of the day. No, it would be a daily to a weekly chart setup. And then chart of the day. Now, this is for your continued education, which is great. Just help you really ingrain into your mind what to look for when you're looking at the charts. And again, of course, we have the Candle Congress and the forum, so again, ask questions specifically to you. You can look at other people's questions and then you go, light bulb moment. Now I understand. Great. So again, look below. You should be able to see more about mycandlecharts.com. And then the NCS, which is the Nissen Candle Scanner. This is just a tool simply that runs with your chart platform. It helps you to identify candle patterns instantly. It can highlight, alert, send you an email or a message, and you can also scan the market. Well, what are your favorites? Is it the Dow 30? Is it the S&P 500? Or is it just your favorite stocks? Great. Plug them in, and for a low price, again, look down below. You'll see more information about the NCS. And again, it's just a very quick way to identify the stocks that are good for you for some potential trades, the ones that you're choosing to look at. So start now with the casual trader. And again, if you want more information, contact Paul at candlecharts.com. You can send him an email, or feel free when you see this little chat symbol down here, which is just the little chat box, click on that and chat instantly with one of our experienced traders. And they are willing and happy to help you identify which program is best for you. But again, the casual trader is more for those people, geared for those people who don't have a lot of time or who just want to have a few more picks that they can find quickly and easily, some stock picks, and maybe some Forex picks as well. But again, then you can potentially take advantage of that and make money even while you're sleeping. So again, thank you very much for attending today for this short video. Hope this was useful, and feel free to take advantage, if nothing else, of the information. Talk to Paul, talk to us on the chat line, and we'll give you more information as to what is available that might help you make a difference in your trading life. So thanks again, everybody, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now.